Welcome back to Crisco's Corner, unfiltered commentary, not your truth, the real truth. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi folks, welcome back from timcast.com. Jussie Smollett sentenced to 150 days in jail in fake hate crime case. The judge called the actor a charlatan. Yeah. Here's the deal. Anybody that watched the clip from Dave Chappelle, I forget what special it was on Netflix, where he proceeds to break everybody's balls. Jussie Smollett calls him Jussie Smollett, something, the French actor, and everybody's laughing. And there's a lot of black people in the audience, and they're laughing their behinds off. So this isn't a racial thing. The guy's an idiot. An idiot. And any of you those French-speaking people out there, idiot. I don't know. But here's a guy that's screaming racism. He's young. He's black, and he's gay, and he's in the top probably 3% of wage earners in the country. Had a really good acting gig on Empire, and he managed to F that up. This is the same idiot that has a winning lottery ticket, but then loses it. It's amazing how he's reacting. Here's the deal. Right away, he knew he was caught. Right away. Instead of saying, you know what, I apologize, that was really stupid. I'm so frustrated by Donald Trump and his racism and blah, 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 blah. Make up all kinds of stuff. And that would have been the end of it. Nope, can't do that. Can't do that. But anybody gets to see the Dave Chappelle skit where she's pretending to be the white cop that interviews him with a noose still hanging on his neck. It's classic comedy. It's one of Dave Chappelle at his best. Anyway, let's read the story. And you're going to see the video towards the end of this article here. This guy, how's that go? The cheese has slipped off his cracker and fallen onto the floor. Jussie Smollett was sentenced to 150 days in jail for falsely claiming to police that he had been the victim of a hate crime. The former Empire actor was also given 30 months probation. Now, the probation is really lenient. Really lenient. The judge says, I realize that the business that you're in, that you can go from New York to L.A. and other major cities. So during your probation, you are not required to tell your probation officer or people where you are. You just have to call in every so often and tell them where you are, have a little chat with you, and that's the end of it. Very, very easy probation. Believe me, ask anybody who's been on probation, they would love that. And he gets, 150 days in jail. That's about 5 months. I think he's got to pay $100-something thousand to the cost of the police in what all the investigation they had to do. I believe it's in Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. And all would have gone away. All would have gone away. Especially, a couple of weeks after the fake incident, when he saw this whole thing was just collapsing on himself, he said, you know what? Let me cut my losses. I don't want to lose my job on Empire. Let me talk to the producers. Say, yeah, I effed up, and because my hatred is just so strong, all the usual crap. And that probably would have been okay. But here we are. Now he's out of a job. I'm sure he's got some money stashed and ain't worried about that. But anyway, this is, continue with the story. This is the judge talking. You're just a charlatan pretending to be a victim of a hate crime, Lynn said to Smollett as he was sentenced on March 10th. In response, Smollett said he was not suicidal. And if anything happens to him while he is incarcerated, I did not do it to myself. He's not going to die in jail. A gay guy in jail, young like that, well, he might have a little problem, maybe a little extra security for him, but other than that, that's about it. The jury found the 39-year-old guilty of 5 counts of felony disorderly conduct in December 2021. He was found not guilty on 1 charge of aggravated battery. I don't know where the battery came from, but in January 2019, Smollett filed a police report by Chicago, not Detroit, saying 2 men attacked him in his Streetville neighborhood in the dead of winter, colder than hell, at 2 o'clock in the morning. He was going out to get eggs, I think, first, or then a sandwich, but then he was going to get eggs because the sandwich place was closed at 2 a.m. What a shocker. In downtown Chicago, 2 guys came up in MAGA hats and tried to throw bleach on him. Of course, that's a symbol that we're going to take your blackness off, and then put a noose around his neck and fled. In Chicago at 2 a.m. That would be like, say, somebody walking down the street in, say, Harlem at 2 a.m. with Klan outfits on. And nobody would notice, even at 2 a.m. He said the men punched and kicked him and used racist and homophobic slurs. They also said they tied a noose around his neck and threw a chemical substance on him. I think they said it was bleach. How'd they know he was gay? So they were just stalking his apartment building at, what was it, 0 degrees outside? 5 below, whatever the hell it was. They were just hanging around waiting for him to go get a sandwich at 2 o'clock in the morning. So obviously, they were just walking around and ran into him. So how do they know he was gay? The whole thing is so ridiculous. This incident sparked media outrage and several public figures releasing statements in support of Smollett. Now, here's our vice president. This is her reaction. Instead of saying, we'll wait till all the facts get in, we'll find out what happened. Kamala Harris said, one of the kindest, most gentle human beings I know. I'm praying for his quick recovery. This was an attempted modern-day lynching. No one should have to fear for their life because of their sexuality or color of their skin. We must confront this hate. We must confront it. And Joe Biden, what happened to Smollett must never be tolerated in this country. We must stand up and demand. We no longer give this hate safe harbor that homophobia and racism have no place in our streets and in our hearts. We are with you. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, whatever. In the course of the investigation of the 2018 incident, law enforcement uncovered proof that Smollett had staged the attack, paying the men, 2 dark-skinned Nigerian brothers, who were bodybuilders, by the way. More than 3,000 hours were spent investigating the attack, which means that's 3,000 hours they weren't investigating real crime. The judge said the actor attempted to exploit real past and current injustices in the United States, and his false claims hurt genuine victims of hate crimes. Now, I hate that expression. Hate crime. I don't like it. If there's a assault or a murder case and the guy is just such an outrageous racist and the evidence shows that, the judge could tack on more time. I don't like hate crimes. It just rubs me the wrong way. That means if somebody killed somebody I knew, they would get a murder charge. Another person kills somebody I know and they happen to be black, so they get more time in jail. That's a 2-tier standard of justice. Don't like it. You took some scab off some healing wounds and you ripped them apart for one reason. You wanted to make yourself more famous. And for a while it worked. Yeah. As he was handing down the sentence, Smollett was taken into custody. I'm not suicidal. I am innocent. I could have said I was guilty a long time ago. He shouted during the courtroom as he led away by police. So let's watch this mental pygmy.
Your Honor, that I am not suicidal. That's what I was practicing.
Okay.
I am not suicidal.
Okay.
I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time. I am not suicidal.
Okay. Mr. Uche.
Now, is he really mentally ill now? Did he finally snap? Are these people, when I say these people, I mean these progressive idiots, or for French people, idiots, are they so dug in on this craziness that they'll say and do anything, true or not, because they consider it just cause? Is this guy going to need to go on psych meds? I don't know. And I know I hate to say this, but I mean this when I say I really don't care. I don't wish him any harm in jail. I really and truly don't. But that's just the Christian part of me. These people are dangerous. They will fight to the last bitter end for this crap. And that's tough. That's tough to fight people politically and culturally when they're so dug in. And they're so invested in something that's simply not true. I think Tim Pool said it best. City, urban, liberal types. C.U.L.T. Cult. Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.